The legend of Queen Amina. The great city of Zazzau stood as a beacon in the northern lands, ruled by King Nikata and Queen Bakwa Taranku. Within its mighty walls, the royal palace gleamed, its golden towers reaching toward the sky, a symbol of power and prosperity. Inside, a young girl stood on the training grounds, her braided hair soaked in sweat, her hands tightly gripping a wooden sword. Again, she demanded, breathing heavily. Her sparring partner, a seasoned warrior twice her size, hesitated. "Princess Amina, you've trained enough for today. Your mother would not." Again, Amina's fierce brown eyes burned with determination. With a sigh, the warrior lunged, swinging his practiced sword. Amina dodged, rolled under his blow, and struck his legs, sending him tumbling. Laughter erupted from the palace walls. Amina turned to see her father, King Nikata, clapping. He was a towering man with a thick beard, his eyes gleaming with pride. Beside him, Queen Bakwa shook her head in amusement. "My daughter fights like a lioness," the king boomed. "My daughter should be learning diplomacy, not breaking soldiers," the queen countered, though a smile played on her lips. Amina wiped her brow and sheathed her wooden sword. "Why can't I do both?" she asked, a playful glint in her eyes. The shadow of war. Though the kingdom of Zazzau flourished, dark clouds gathered on the horizon. It was like being in the Badlands. Neighboring kingdoms, led by ruthless warlords, sought to expand their rule. Whispers of betrayal crept through the palace halls. One evening, Amina sat beside her mother in the royal chambers. The queen ran her fingers through Amina's hair. "You have the heart of a warrior, but a queen's greatest weapon is her mind," she said. "Then I will sharpen both," Amina declared. But fate had its own plans. One fateful night, the gates of Zazzau thundered under attack. Flames devoured homes, and battle cries filled the air. The kingdom had been betrayed. A trusted general, hungry for power, had opened the gates to an enemy army. King Nikata and Queen Bakwa led their forces, but they were vastly outnumbered. Amina, only 16, watched helplessly as her father fell, an arrow piercing his chest. "Protect the princess," the queen screamed, pushing Amina toward her guards. "No, I will fight." Amina struggled, but strong hands pulled her away. Through tear-blurred eyes, she saw her mother make a final stand. Queen Bakwa, the lioness of Zazzau, fought bravely before being struck down. The great kingdom of Zazzau had fallen, a princess in exile. Amina was smuggled out of the city under the cover of night. With a handful of loyal warriors, she fled into the wilderness. They won her for days, hunger gnawing at their strength. But the fire in Amina's heart burned brighter than ever. She stood on a rocky hill, staring back at the kingdom that had been stolen from her. "I swear on my father's blood and my mother's name, I will return. And I will take back everything they stole from us." The warriors around her knelt. "Then we will follow you, Princess Amina." Amina clenched her fists. "Not princess, queen." The wilderness was unforgiving. Amina and her small band of warriors tracked through the dense forests and scorching deserts, their clothes tattered, their bodies weary. But Amina's spirit never wavered. She refused to accept defeat. One evening, they made camp near a hidden cave, deep within the northern mountains. Amina sat by the fire, sharpening a dagger. Her most loyal warrior, Danjuma, knelt before her. "My queen, we cannot live in the shadows forever. If we wish to reclaim Zazzau, we must act." Amina's grip on the dagger tightened. "Then we will not wait. We will raise an army." Danjuma hesitated. "The people have lost hope. They believe Zazzau is gone." Amina stood, eyes blazing. "Then we will give them hope." The hidden warriors. Amina and her warriors traveled across the land, seeking those who had been wronged by the enemies of Zazzau. They found exiled warriors, oppressed farmers, and betrayed chiefs, all burning with the same desire for justice. In a small village, Amina met an elderly woman, Mama Zaki, a legendary warrior long thought dead. "You wish to fight an army?" the old woman asked, studying Amina with piercing eyes. "I wish to reclaim my kingdom," Amina answered firmly. Mama Zaki let out a laugh. "Then you must first learn how to command one." Under Mama Zaki's guidance, Amina trained harder than ever before. She learned tactics, deception, and the art of guerrilla warfare. She mastered the spear, sword, and bow, becoming faster, stronger, and deadlier. As months passed, her army grew. Former slaves, outcast warriors, and even women trained as fierce horse riders swore loyalty to Amina. Soon, her name became a whisper of rebellion across the land. The lost princess has returned. The lioness of Zazzau rises. But Amina knew building an army was only the first step. To reclaim Zazzau, she needed more than warriors. She needed a strategy. The first strike, Amina's spies brought her news. One of the warlords who invaded Zazzau, General Bako, had grown arrogant, believing Amina to be dead. He had taken a nearby city and ruled with cruelty. "Then we will take it from him," Amina declared. Under the cover of darkness, Amina and her warriors stormed the city. Using the tactics she had learned, they moved like ghosts in the night, striking down the enemy before alarms could be raised. As flames engulfed the city, Amina stood before General Bako, who begged for mercy. "You showed my people none," she said coldly, before striking him down. With her first victory, the people of the region rallied behind her. More warriors flocked to her banner, and her legend grew. But Amina knew this was only the beginning. The true battle lay ahead. To reclaim Zazzau, she would have to face the warlord who now sat on her father's throne, Warlord Jata, and he was waiting for her. After some year, Amina's warriors grew even more stronger, and she never stopped preparing to take back her kingdom. The night winds held over Amina's growing army. Her forces had now taken 3 cities, liberating thousands of people who had suffered under enemy rule. Her warriors whispered her name with reverence and fear, the lioness of Zazzau. Yet, Amina knew the hardest battle was still ahead. Zazzau was still in the hands of her father's greatest enemy, Warlord Jada. One evening, her most trusted general, Danjuma, approached her. "My queen, we have a problem." Amina looked up from her war map. "Speak." Danjuma's expression was grim. "There is a traitor in our midst. The spy within. The victories have been too easy, the enemy too unprepared. Someone was leaking information." Amina's fierce amber eyes scanned her warriors. Someone among them was feeding her enemy's secrets. That night, she set a trap. She sent false information about an upcoming attack on a supply convoy and waited. By dawn, the convoy had been ambushed, just as she expected. Amina rode into camp, her expression cold. "Bring the prisoners." Her warriors dragged 2 captured enemy soldiers before her. "Who told you about the convoy?" she asked. The men hesitated, glancing at each other. "Who?" Amina's voice cut through the silence. One of them smirked. "Your own man, my queen." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Amina's heart pounded. "Who betrayed me?" The soldier chuckled. "A man you trust more than anyone, General Danjuma." A heart divided. Amina turned to Danjuma, her closest friend and most trusted warrior. His face remained calm but unreadable. "Is this true?" she asked. Danjuma knelt. "My queen, you have known me since childhood. Would I betray you?" Amina clenched her fists. She wanted to believe him, but the evidence was clear. Every battle, every ambush, it all pointed to him. "Take him," she ordered. Her warriors hesitated but obeyed. Danjuma did not fight back. As he was led away, he spoke one last time. "Amina, trust no one. The path to Zazzau." With Danjuma imprisoned, Amina moved her army toward Zazzau, but doubt gnawed at her. Had she punished an innocent man, or had she spared a guilty one? On the road, an unexpected ally arrived, a nobleman from Zazzau, Prince Idris, the son of a fallen chief. Amina was so pleased as to make a camp there and discussed on the strategy ahead of the battle. "I know a way into the city," he said, but could she trust him? Or was this another trap? As Amina stared at the gates of Zazzau in the distance, she knew one thing: the final battle was near, and only one ruler would remain standing. Who could it be? The walls of Zazzau loomed before Amina like a sleeping beast. Once, they had protected her as a child. Now, they stood between her and her destiny. Prince Idris knelt before her. The city is well guarded, but there's a secret passage under the western wall. If we move swiftly, we can take the palace before Jadon knows what's happening. Amina studied him. He had offered his loyalty, but her heart remained clouded with doubt. "And why should I trust you?" she asked. Idris sighed. "Because my father died fighting for your father. Because my people still believe in you. And because if you fail, Zazzau will never be free again, my queen." Amina considered his words. Then she made her decision. "Prepare the warriors. We move at dawn, the return of the lioness." As the first light of day touched the city, Amina and her warriors slipped through the hidden passage. The tunnels beneath Zazzau were dark, damp, and filled with the echoes of forgotten battles. Emerging near the palace gates, Amina signaled her warriors. With silent precision, they scaled the walls, took down guards, and opened the gates for the rest of the army. By the time the city awoke, the streets were flooded with battle cries and clashing steel. Amina fought like a lioness unleashed. Her spear found its mark, her sword sang, and her warriors pushed forward, reclaiming the streets of Zazzau. But Warlord Jadon was ever waiting. The betrayal unveiled. As Amina reached the palace doors, she heard a familiar voice behind her. "I warned you, Amina. Trust no one." She turned. Danjuma stood there, free, with a sword in hand. Her heart pounded. "Danjuma, what have you done?" He sighed. "I was never your enemy, Amina. But you were so quick to believe I was. While you imprisoned me, the real traitor remained free." A shadow moved behind him. Prince Idris stepped forward, a smirk on his face. "You were so easy to deceive, my queen," he said mockingly. "You thought you were reclaiming your throne, but you were only walking into my hands." Amina's blood turned cold. She had trusted the wrong man. The fall and the rise. At that moment, Jadon's guards rushed in, surrounding Amina and her warriors. The battle in the palace turned into chaos. Amina fought with everything she had, but she was outnumbered. A sword slashed across her shoulder. She staggered, blood dripping down her arm. Danjuma fought beside her, his eyes blazing. "We must retreat." "No," Amina growled. "I will not run." Danjuma grabbed her wrist, forcing her back. A dead queen reclaims nothing. With great reluctance, Amina and her warriors fled through the hidden tunnels, leaving Zazzau in flames. She had lost the battle, but she had not lost the war. As they regrouped in the mountains, Amina looked at her warriors, wounded, tired, but still loyal. She clenched her fists. "Jadon, Idris may have won today, but I will return." Her voice rose, a promise that echoed through the night. "I will return, and Zazzau will be mine." The lioness unchained. The mountains of Zazzau were cold, but Amina's heart burned with vengeance. She sat before a map of the kingdom, tracing the roads leading to the city. Her warriors, once wounded and discouraged, had healed and grown stronger. Danjuma approached. "We cannot rush in like last time. We need a new strategy." Amina nodded. "This time, we take Zazzau from within." Her eyes gleamed. "We will use Idris's own trick against him. The army of the unseen." Over the next few weeks, Amina's spies spread whispers through Zazzau, whispers of rebellion. Secretly, loyalists within the city armed themselves. Her warriors, trained in the mountains, perfecting new formations. Danjuma recruited desert tribes who had suffered under Jathaw's rule, offering them a place in the greatest battle of their time. Then, when the city least expected it, she made her move. The night of the lioness. Under the cover of darkness, Amina's forces slipped into the city, blending with the people. The guards, thinking the queen was still in hiding, were unprepared. At the stroke of midnight, the gates of Zazzau swung open from within. Amina's warriors flooded the streets, meeting no resistance because the people had risen with them. Jathaw's palace guards fled in panic as the city erupted in rebellion. Amina rode through the streets, her sword raised. "Zazzau is ours," she roared. The people cheered, the warriors fought, and the battle for the throne had begun. The final confrontation. Amina stormed the palace, her warriors cutting down Jathaw's last defenders. Inside, she found Prince Idris, trembling. "Please, my queen, spare me," he begged. Amina's gaze was like fire. A ruler who betrays his people is not fit to live. With one swift motion, she ended his treachery forever. Then, she turned to the throne room, where Jadal waited, sword in hand. "I knew you would return," he said, "but this kingdom will never belong to a woman." Amina smiled, "Then die knowing you were wrong." Their battle shook the palace. Jadal was strong, but Amina was faster, fiercer, and fueled by destiny. With a final strike, she drove her blade into his chest. Jadal fell, and with him, the last obstacle to her throne. The Queen of Zazzau. As dawn broke, Amina stood at the palace balcony, overlooking the freed kingdom. Her people bowed before her, chanting her name. Danjuma knelt, placing her father's crown in her hands. "The throne is yours once again, my queen." Amina placed it on her head. No longer a princess, no longer a warrior in exile. "Today I am Amina, Queen of Zazzau." The lioness had claimed her kingdom, and her legend would live forever.